Does your high-level AI voice agent sound robotic or struggle to close leads? In this video, I'm going to show you the exact tweaks that I use and the hidden settings that most people miss to make your AI voice agent sound human and actually book appointments. So we're going to come in a high level and we're going to go right to your AI voice agents. So the first thing I want to let you know, this is really important. This video is not going to be building an AI voice agent from scratch. Okay, this is going to be upgrading and tweaking the voice agent you already have inside of high level. If you want to learn how to completely build one, I will be linking a video at the end of this video. So don't worry, it will pop up and guide you right into that. And that's going to be building an AI voice agent inside of high level from scratch. So don't worry, we'll cover that later in the next video that's going to pop up. But this one is going to be strictly on upgrading and improving the AI bot you already have. So what's interesting about the AI voice agents in high level is they've gotten so much better, but I've also tested so much more. I've tested this with real clients, looked at the data. Like I really have put a lot into the AI voice agents, and I found some settings, in my opinion, that work really well. And you'll see in this video when I demo them live for you and kind of how we're going to play with it. But some of these settings I think will really help you, and I see a lot of people missing out on them. So the first really big thing that you have to have is you have to upgrade your AI voice agents. This is super easy to do, but so many people aren't doing it. So if you come into your regular AI voice agent, it won't have this little green bubble by it. And the way we get that is we click into it and we come right up here and we click upgrade to new voice AI experience. So we click this, and it's going to just tell you the benefits: smarter call handling, better voice quality, improved stability. You'll want this. It's free. You just click upgrade to new AI voice experience, and then boom, it now says upgraded. You come right on back and you will see the green bubble. This is the first thing that you have to do if you don't have this already. You most likely have this, but believe it or not, I'm seeing a lot of people that don't have this. So now that you have it upgraded, let's really go in and tweak these settings and really look under the hood. So the first little pro tip before we really get into the hard settings of tweaking, I just want to let you know, is making sure you have the right voice. This is not the end all be all, but I think it's really important. So there's two really good things to note. So first off, when we play with the settings, we can speed up how fast the AI voice agent sounds and the way it responds. And when you do that, the voice sounds different. So like this voice right here, this speeds up. This sounds like a robot, like very much like a robot. And you want to pick one that doesn't. And a lot of people don't think about this because they think, oh, it just sounds like how it is. But when you speed it up and you have it say different words, it often changes. And don't worry, we're going to demo this live to show you. But that's something that I really recommend you think about. The second thing with picking voices is, and this isn't the end all be all, but I think it's really important still, try to pick a voice, okay, that would be the employee. Okay, so if you are in Nebraska and you are a plumber, having someone that has a Australian accent is probably not likely. Again, it's not the end all be all, but what I see is it often becomes like, this is definitely a bot. And you don't have to be pretending it's not a bot. I'm not saying, you have to be like that, but it will make it sound more human-like if it is what they're expecting. Okay, it's just really important, especially in small towns. You're going to want to do that. That's the way people are. Trust me, they're just biased like that. But you want to make sure you dial in. It just makes it sound that much real. So if it's an American place, have it be an American accent. It just helps. People like familiarity. That's never going to change. Just the way humans are. So I would pick something that matches what the employee would be. That's a little pro tip. It's not the end all be all, but to me, I think it's important. Next thing, we're going to come into advanced settings. This is where I see a lot of people make a lot of mistakes. Because again, when you're in the heat of the moment and the bot's actually talking and saying stuff, these settings dictate a lot. Like a lot. And I have a lot of people come to me being like, hey, voice agent's not working. It's not doing this. It's not doing that. It sounds like this. And it often comes down to these settings. Now, there's other stuff we'll get into the video too that often causes the problems too, but a lot of it is these settings. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you exactly what I use, and then I'll run some tests to kind of explain this in real time. So the first thing is I recommend bumping this up to 7 seconds. I know that may sound like a lot, but 4 seconds. And by the way, if you don't know what this means, this is just the idle time. So if both parties stop talking, it would wait until the bot will be like, hey, are you still there? But when people do 4 seconds, oftentimes people will be like, well, and 4 seconds isn't quite enough. Oftentimes when they say something and it immediately is like, hey, are you there? Hey, are you there? And it's just like, it's too quickly. 7 seconds is like almost a sweet spot. I've seen it being like, are you going to go? Am I going to go? And you just kind of like back and forth until it finally someone says something. So 7 seconds I think is good. And I would put a repeat of 3 times. These are the settings that I use. So I'm just walking you through this. This is what I would do because idle time sounds much better. This, by the way, if you do not know what this means, this is how many times it will say that. So if there's a bunch of gaps, it will say it 3 times. I recommend no more than 3 because otherwise it's just going to be like, hey, are you there? Hey, are you there? So it's like, you don't need that. But 7.3 is the perfect. Then what we're going to have is agent behavior. This is really, really important, possibly the most important part, and you got to have this dialed in. So the first thing is we want moderate. Fast is like, it's too fast. So this is the response speed. So this is how fast it will respond. If you have it on fast, what I notice, it almost talks over you. It's like, yeah, I'll book an appointment. Okay, cool. And it's just like, it's so much enthusiasm. It's too fast. Normal is too slow. It's too much like a robot I've seen. It'll be like, okay, thank you. And it just, you want moderate. It's the sweet spot. The next thing is interruption sensitivity. We want to bump this up to 85 or 90. Either one, 85 or 90. I think this needs to be really high. That you don't want it all the way because then if someone, coughs or makes a certain noise, it'll immediately just be like, oh my gosh, stop. You don't want that. You want it at about 90 or 85. That is the sweet spot. And a big problem I see too is people will leave this, back at the default, wherever it was, 75 or whatnot, and it's not high enough. Like, it's literally not. Like, they'll be saying something, you'll say something, and the bot will keep talking. It'll talk over you. Again, you don't want it all the way, but 85 to 90, in my opinion, is the sweet spot. Again, you can play with it, and we'll test live here in a sec. This should be at 0.10 or 0.15. This is the temperature, so this is basically like how creative it gets. I don't think this should be at 0. That's the way it is, because if they ask an out-of-pocket question, like, how was your Thanksgiving? It's just kind of like very robotic. The higher you have this, it can take those off-road, off-pocket questions better. Again, makes it sound more human. You put it all the way up, it just gets weird. So don't do that. But these are the settings for this. Make sure you plug it in. Okay. Then we have voice settings. So this one's important because these are really how the bot is going to sound. All right. So first thing is voice speed. This is how fast it talks. You're going to want this at least at 120. Too fast is just like, you can't even hear it. But when you have it at the regular speed, it's too slow. And I'll show you in a sec. It's just too slow. You don't want that. Like, literally, you'll know what I'm saying. It's just like, dude, you got to hurry up. And it sounds really robotic. It also, little pro tip, is when the voice speed is super low, it makes the bot sound more robotic. When you speed it up a bit, the words blend and it sounds more like a human. Because very few humans talk like this. And how are you today? Are you good? And most humans don't talk like that. There's a little more speed. They still, maybe not as fast as me because I speak way too fast. But you get what I'm saying. They don't speak like a sloth. Then we have voice temperature. So this is like the expression of like much flair it has. We're going to want this just at 20. It's good enough. As you see here, it says emotional, calm. Here is like super emotional, like, starts crying. You don't want it there. You want it about at 20. And again, we're trying to make it sound more human, less robotic. And with this, when you have it all the way down, it's just too robotic. We don't want to have that. Voice volume, you want it at least at 120. Honestly, this is one thing you could do as high as you want because this is definitely incumbent on whether volume is turned up. So very, very important. You're going to want to have that because that's going to be how loud is the voice. See what I'm saying? So these are the settings you're going to want for this. This last one, actually so important. This is going to be the background noise of the bot. So when you talk to the bot, it's going to have a background noise. This is what you want to have to make sure it doesn't just is quiet. Because no one you talk to is just pure quiet. There's something. This gives it a nice little lull. And honestly, all of these are pretty much good other than I wouldn't do mountain outdoor if you're talking like, what are they on a hike? You don't want that. Coffee shop is really good. It just sounds good. Or call center, but coffee shop sounds good. So then we confirm this. I want to pull these up and I want to play with these live so you can see exactly what this sounds like. And we'll kind of dial it in to show you just how weird it sounds when you go fast. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go right in here. I have this agent pulled up on this page and we're going to test live of the speed. So this is how it's going to sound regularly with all the updates we just did.
You have reached Evercrest Realty. This is Sophia speaking. How can I help you today?
Hey, Sophia, how you doing? I'm just looking to buy a house.
Hi there. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. And that's exciting. Buying a house is such a big step. Let's find the perfect one for you. Do you have a specific area or budget in mind?
Okay, so that was our first step. See how that sounded pretty good? That sounded pretty human, like clear. The cadence was nice. Watch this. I'm going to show you what we do now. Let's put the speed all the way up. So we're going to confirm this. We're going to refresh the zip age. Now listen to this.
Hey, you have reached Evercrest Realty. This is Sophia speaking. How can I help you today?
Hey, Sophia, how you doing?
Hi there. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
You see how much faster that was? So that really speeds it up. We don't want that. We want it exactly at 120. But watch what happens when we put it all the way down here. Because this is what a lot of people have. They just leave it at this. Come down here.
Hey, you have reached Evercrest Realty.
And normal is even like, it's just too slow. So again, we want to have it at, ladies and gentlemen, 1.20. It's a sweet spot. It sounds great. It is perfect. This is another one. Watch this. Interruption sensitivity. Watch this. This is another one that a lot of people do not tweak.
Hey, you have reached
Hello?
Evercrest Realty. This is Sophia
Hello?
speaking. How can I help you
Hello?
today?
See that? I said hello 3 times and it just totally like talked over me. So again, we want that one at 90. You see what it will do. With this, it'll stop immediately, which is what you want, or 85.
Hey, you have
hello?
Realty. This is Sophia.
Hello? There it goes the second time.
Hi there.
Okay, perfect. It caught it the second time. So that's what we want. That's what we want. Last thing I want to show you, because now you kind of understand how I'm playing with this, you can see live, is the different sounds. So we have coffee shop. That's what it sounds like. We'll do convention hall, and I'll show you what this sounds like. So you can just kind of see in real time. Refresh this.
Hey, you have reached Evercrest Realty. This is Sophia speaking. How can I help you today?
Okay, not bad, not bad. Coffee shop is still the best, but let's do mountain outdoor. See what this sounds like.
Hey, you have reached Evercrest Realty. This is Sophia speaking. How can I help you today?
Yeah, like what are they outside? You hear the birds chirping. Like, so that's just what I want to show you that because a lot of people don't play with these settings and it often makes it sound worse. But that's kind of some of the stuff you can do. You can speed it up, you can slow it down, you can speed up, you can slow it down. Again, these AI voice agents are not just through the widget, they are also through the phone number. So you want to make sure you get that really properly dialed. And again, that's all through these settings. And a lot of people don't change this. They just leave it the way it is. Change this to make it work the way you want it. And again, you can always reset to defaults right there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to move on to the last part, which really comes down to having the proper prompt. All right, before we do that, I just want to let you know, if you are interested in high level, really upgrading AI voice agents and really learning how to sell them, I have a 30-day free trial link of High Level down below. And when you sign up with that, you're going to get access to all of my resources to master this and sell it. Okay, private community, tons of snapshots, sales scripts, live coaching calls, 6 of them you can attend per week, and all kinds of other amazing bonuses, the community, the whole 9 yards that you get for free when you sign up with that 30-day free trial link down below. So I recommend you check that out because that will help you tremendously. And again, all of those bonuses, all of that amazing stuff is free. And if you don't believe me, click the link and see the testimonials. It is awesome. But other than that, the last thing we want to go over is just making this perfect. And a lot of this is going to come down to your prompt. So the video I'm going to link at the end of this video is going to go over prompting in depth. So don't worry if you're a complete beginner or you want to learn more about this, please watch that video at the end of this video. It'll pop up. You don't have to do any work, you just click it. But what I want to let you know is oftentimes with these prompts, there's conflict within here and throughout here. It might say a different name. It might have different hours than you put. It might be different. So what you want to do is you want to constantly, okay, if your prompt is not working properly, bring it into chat, okay, copy and paste, and then tell it things right here to change it. So like, I need this cleaner and step by step. Okay, so the voice agent or the prompt agent understands and reads, okay, this is the way you want it to work. So what it's going to do is it's going to make it more step by step. Again, this is if your AI voice agent isn't working the way you want it to work. If it's having glitches, if it's not saying the right thing, like right here, your city state, that needs to be filled in. You want to go through and you want to constantly be looking how to tweak the prompt to make it work right. Because what often happens is people throw in a prompt, they put in a knowledge base, and then they're done. And they're like, well, it didn't work perfectly. It's like, well, you have to make little tweaks because oftentimes you'll be like, I didn't need that, or I need this, or I needed way more info. You just want to give as much info as possible and let it know what you want to do. And if you let it know, it'll do a good job. And again, our friend ChatGPT will help with that. And from there, you can just copy, paste, bring it right back in here, put it in, and then tweak. So again, I really want to encourage you to keep testing back and forth with this because it will help you tremendously, but also make it way easier and make your bot work better. And then the last thing I would say, which really comes hand in hand with testing, is look at the data. They have a really cool, analytics thing here where you can check the summary and see all kinds of other stuff. Test this thing. Test it with other people. Really work it. Like, I really think this is one of the most important parts is you want to test. Like a lot of bots you can set up once if they're simple and it does the job. But if it's more complex, you want to test and try to break it. Don't test and hope it doesn't break. Try, like put pressure on the system. Try to get the bot to mess up because when you see what it messes up, that's how you fix it. And then you tweak the prompt and it works better and better. I mean, again, this is just what I've seen. This isn't a promise, but I have seen time and time again, people within a couple hours training a bot and making it perfect. They just put enough people through it and enough volume to get it to work just the way they want. And then the bot learns and it does the same thing every time. So again, I implore you to come in and look at the data and listen to stuff and make sure you have it working right and test always. So that's it. I hope it helped you guys. If you have any questions at all, drop them down below. I will answer personally. Okay, I do it with all the comments. Please do it so I can help you out. If you are interested in high level, please go down below, check out that link. I think you're really going to like it. But more importantly, I want you to watch the video that pops up at the end of it because it's going to be going over building AI voice agents from scratch. Okay, it's going to be an in-depth tutorial going through that, how this works, you know, how all the little tweaks you can make to really, you know, upgrade the prompt, the knowledge base. It's going to be going over all of that in depth. So I really recommend you watch it, especially if you're a beginner, but really too, if you're more advanced, because that goes over a lot of the new updates too, because there's been a lot of updates recently. And I'm always updating my videos, guys, so I'm linking the newest version so you guys can get the best thing. But I really recommend you watch it because it's just going to help you so much. So again, thank you so much for watching. Drop your question down below. I'll answer. If you want high level, click the link down below. But most importantly, watch the video that pops up at the end of this one.